many I lost count. He's been promoted twice.
Wonderful.
More calf?
Please. Dendra.
Hey everyone, Desi's here with another video. In this video, I just kind of want to have a little chill commentary while I'm playing on my level 7 Necromancer on the Project Quarm server. But I think in this video, I kind of wanted to focus on my waning interest in TLPs and other forms of Everquest in place of just playing on Project Quarm, and just if anyone kind of resonates with those concepts. But as usual, I'm gonna just babble about Everquest, so if you are interested in that kind of content, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. We are nearing 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Oh my god, this Null's kicking my pet's ass. Alright, maybe I'd have to do some face tanking here a little bit. He's holding the little thing there. Alright. I'm currently in Blackborough right now. I don't usually play on this character, but for this video I wanted to highlight the Necromancer level 7 gameplay. It's super technical. The beginning of my Everquest journey on YouTube was with my Necromancer on Project 1999, the Dark Elf Severlin. And I've been thinking about hopping back on him every once in a while, but what stops me from doing that is the quality of life adjustments on Project Quarm versus Project 1999. It's just a very streamlined experience, but it still keeps that authentic feel. Like I'm literally probably gonna die right now, and that would not be fun. I don't want to die. Please, I don't want to run back from Payneal. Oh god. Hopefully that dot doesn't kill me. And a big adjustment specifically for pet classes that you're about to witness here is that pets do not despawn. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Ho 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 ho, please don't kill me, Dot. Oh, I'm so dead. Yeah, so the authentic classic experience is still very present on the Project Quarm server, as you can see. But other than that, I think Zeal really helps the gameplay, and I'm just such a huge proponent of Zeal and its utility in Everquest, and how it literally can revive old clients that feel very outdated. Because the Project Quarm server plays on the TAC-P, the 2002 Planes of Power client, so inherently the engine that this game's running on, at least on the client side, is somewhat outdated. You know, only like 23 years old. So some of the quality of life in the game, such as maybe being able to play in third person at all, or a little delay when you're opening your bags, or just a lot of like stats, and just I've noticed in Velkator's Labyrinth the floors are even more slippery than I have noticed on if I play on live Everquest. I haven't played Velkator's Labyrinth on Project 1999. I haven't got that high level, but it's something I kind of noticed on Project 1999. Like the ice is even more slippery, so it's kind of funny there. But besides that, it just feels like a nice cohesive community. 9 months for each expansion is really nice, and I am very much looking forward to Lucklin and Planes of Power. I think I'm kind of a broken record when I'm just talking about why I love Project Quarm, but something I really do enjoy in playing Everquest, and it's definitely revived my interest in classic Everquest progression, and especially just looking forward to those later expansions and being able to do raids that I've never done, because just something about my EverQuest past is I've never really raided too much. I've done some here and there, you know, some of the classic raids. I haven't really done too much of the Kunark raids. I think I've done Trakenon on a TLP like 10 years ago or something on a TLP there. But yeah, so on Velius, I've already done like a Temple of Vishan, North Temple of Vishan raid with the Hardened Casual Guild that I'm in. And that was very cool to see and witness. And doing the Guardian Co's guy in Western Wastes as well as Master Yale. All of these raid mobs drop an ingot, and you need 4 of them to get a shoulder piece that has like 100 hit points and some decent AC, and any class and any race could use it. So definitely a very nice piece of armor there. And it's just fun that Velius adds so many little armor quests, and there's just a lot of niche content in Velius because it still retains the feeling of classic EverQuest. And I really enjoy kind of learning so much more about the game that I literally just never really knew about or had the opportunity to get to know, since it was such an outdated expansion in live EverQuest. And a big example of that, for me at least, is the Shawl questline. And I haven't 100% started it yet, but I've done some preparation. I've gotten a few items, but it's something that it's kind of a long-term project that I want to just chip at on my shaman, especially doing the trade skills. I've never been one to really do trade skills really at all, besides the requirement for the epic 1.5s and 2.0s sometimes require like brewing or some trade skill up to a certain level. Oops, I buffed myself twice. That's what happens when you talk and play. But besides that, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to and just really enjoying the experience right now. Not even looking forward to future expansions, but just enjoying the grind right now. And I do have to say the 50 to 60 grind is absolutely brutal. And I think I've made it brutal on myself because I've taken such long breaks from the game where it feels like I've been the same level for months, but that's really just because I haven't really been playing the game that much. But I've kind of started getting back in the grind in Velkator's Labyrinth, doing just regular grind groups and getting about 15 to 20% experience an hour, which isn't terrible, but it is pretty slow, I do have to admit. So it's definitely a very considerable grind. I'm level 57 right now, so I'm making my way. But I do want to highlight a group that I was in. I think I had some footage, so hopefully I remember to include that in this part of the video. But I was in a group in Vexar, and I never grouped in Vexar too much, to be honest. And we went to one of the southeast corridors of the zone where there's, I think, 4 adjacent runes, and there's a chance for some name to spawn. And sure enough, one of the names spawned. We killed him. He's a pretty tough mob. I think he's level 59, a lot of hit points, and he is a wizard, I believe. And he dropped an incredible upgrade for my shaman. It is a nice, got some bone chips. It's a chain chest piece called the Decaying Chain Coat, I believe. And it has, I remember the stats because it's just such a good piece. And I had my old chest piece for literally like 8 months. Like, I haven't really got a lot of new gear on the shaman recently, so it had like 28 AC, 55 mana, 15 wisdom, which is literally like 150 mana, like 10 strength, 10 stamina, just a really, really good piece of armor. And it's just fun to be able to get such a nice upgrade in such an organic group. And the thing about the armor that drops in Vexar is that it's all no trade. So you have to go into that zone, you have to kill these mobs and group up in order to get this gear. You can't buy it from the auction house or anything. So there is a nice story behind the armor in that zone. But I definitely recommend, if you're playing on the Project Quarm server, maybe you're looking for some new gear. Everyone's looking for new gear, but if you have a couple upgrades you need and you look in the database for Vexar, I bet there's some really good pieces of armor. And I think the reason the gear is so good in that zone is the zone itself came out after Planes of Power. I think it came out during Legacy of Yakisha as kind of like a bonus zone that must have already been in development during Kunark or Velius but was never released. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there, but I think I just saw in a Project 1999 archive that was the story behind Vexar, because I don't believe the zone's not even active on Project 1999, I don't believe. So very interesting story there, and there's some OP gear. And 15 wisdom and 55 mana, that for me is a piece of armor that gives over 200 mana. So that is some incredible gear. In line with like Planes of Power gear. I feel like it's pretty close. So I'm definitely not going to be getting an upgrade anytime soon for that piece of gear. Unless I get lucky and get a North Temple of Vishan like corroded chain template and I can buy some gems and do the quest line there to get some Velius armor. And that is definitely on my bucket list as well for the Shaman. But suffice it to say, there is a lot to do in Velius, a lot of gear to get, a lot of groups to find, and XP to grind for, and it's been a fun time. I've really been enjoying my time on Quarm. And if you're playing on Quarm, I hope you are too. I'd love to group up if you're in your 50s. It's always fun to meet new people, and I love hearing people that I group with like say they watch the videos. Like, that is so cool. I'm just happy to make them, happy to talk about Everquest, and provide some background noise if you're just doing some other stuff. I always appreciate that on my end, so it's always fun. And besides that, I have been considering playing the Hero's Journey server for a bit. I do have a Ranger, Magician, Necromancer, so very pet class heavy. And he's level 47 right now. But I've been thinking about just hopping on the Hero's Journey, but Project Quarm is definitely my mainstay in Everquest. But if I'm ever struggling to find a group or something, I think the Hero's Journey is always a fun opportunity to just play Everquest right away. You don't have to wait around finding a group or relying on getting 30 people together to help you kill a raid mob for your epic weapon. So that is the beauty of that server, and that's why I enjoyed playing on Project Lazarus last year when I was playing on that server a lot, and it was a six box like botting server using third-party software. But I think Hero's Journey is way more accessible than Project Lazarus. I had to refresh my PC, and the files for Project Lazarus got corrupted. And it's crazy how demanding it is to create a cohesive system with your 6 characters and to make sure it works and know what commands to do and all the hotkeys that go along with controlling 6 characters at once. And I haven't played since then because I was just having a hell of a time trying to start up again. So that's the kind of server that requires a lot of intention and time just in order to even begin playing. And the Hero's Journey is just, it doesn't require that process. You have 3 classes. The custom content is just so elaborately designed to make it very accessible for any player to get started at any class combination they want. And I think that's why that server is popping off right now. And I might make some content about it in the future. But for now, Project 1999, I want to hit level 60 very badly on my Shaman just to get max level. And it'll feel really nice to hit level 60 because 65 won't be the max level until over a year from now in October of 2026. So definitely have a lot of time to enjoy being max level without having to worry about a whole nother grind. So besides AA grind. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now in the Everquest world. I'm gonna try to include a lot of footage in this video besides me just screwing around on my necromancer in Toxulia Forest here after my death. Because I've definitely been up to some shenanigans in Project Quarm. And I've been playing with my dad again too. He has a level 39 Shadow Knight. And yeah, it's been cool to kind of help him level because they made it so you can level with people like 20 levels under you in Project Quarm. And that was a really nice addition to the game because my dad's able to get full experience with me. I'm level 57, he's level 39. We were in Crystal Caverns the other night and just destroying mobs, and he was getting insane experience. So that was a really fun time, and hope to get him a little higher level so we can do some Velks together in groups. That'll be really fun. But I hope you all are enjoying your time. If you're playing the game, if you're not, hope your lives are going well and things are good. The weather's a lot nicer out there, so a lot of opportunities to go outside and just... Oh, what's going on there? Is that a guard? Ooh. But without further ado, I will end the video here. I just want to do a little catch-up video, just talking about where I'm at, what I'm up to in the Everquest world in Norath. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, if you're still here, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or the dislike button if you didn't. And comment what your favorite class in Everquest is. I'd love to hear your favorite class, why that is. I think my favorite class is the Enchanter. They have a lot of utility, they're very useful, very fun to manipulate and crowd control the environments around them. And I've been enjoying the Shaman, but Enchanter is definitely my top class. But anyways, I hope you have a great day. Take care, everyone.